How can I live worry-free?
In a nutshell, the way to live worry-free, as they say, the catchphrase, just live in the moment. Now, why does that make sense, this whole concept of living in the moment? It's because everyone's worries are all based on past failures, past mess-ups, that now they're worried about the future consequence. But when a person lives in the moment, as if only this moment exists, then the past becomes a distant past. And since you're only in the moment, there is no future. So then any past failures or whatever are distant, they're gone. And there's no future, there's nothing to be worried about. So you can live in that moment and waste some time. The only thing is, how do you get there? So Hasidus would explain the way we get there is by realizing the world's being recreated each and every second. Meaning, it's not that the world was created thousands of years ago. And from that initial act of creation, we exist in this continuum of time. The past leads to the present leads to the future. But rather, according to Hasidus, the world's being recreated every single second, and at this moment, only this moment exists. And there is no past, it's long gone, and there is no future. Now, Hasidus explains this by borrowing a concept from physics. Meaning, physics, when we talk about the initial state of a rock on the ground, the rock will not fly on high or do anything unnatural to its initial state on the ground unless there's external force of a throw propelling it up. So Hasidus says the same thing with our world. Our world's natural state is to, so to speak, be on the ground, to be in a state of non-existence. Meaning forever the world didn't exist until God brought the world into existence. That bring the world into existence was an unnatural aspect of the world, much like it's not natural to cause a rock to fly on high. So to do that, there had to be an external force propelling the world to exist and propelling it each and every second, much like there's a power throw propelling a rock into the sky each and every second. Should that throw stop, the rock would fall back down. Should the power of existence propelling the world to be stop, the world would go poof, as if it never was. So therefore, by realizing that concept, how the world only exists because it's being propelled into existence at this moment, and only this moment exists, then a person can feel worry-free. Now, if you want to have a just quick 2-minute feeling of how that could be, we're going to do a quick meditation, his bonus, they say in Hebrew. Just allow the images to develop in your mind. The screen's going to go blank, and we'll see how you feel in 2 minutes of feeling as if there's nothing else but the moment. So let us focus on the definition of an essence. For according to Hasidus, an essence is something that just is, standing alone to itself. On the level of the essence, there's nothing else but the essence. And therefore the essence is unfathomable to the human mind. For as soon as you picture it, it's not the essence, but rather only an emanation of the essence, filtering into your mind in order to give you a picture of the essence. But the essence, just as it is, standing alone to itself, is beyond us. In Hebrew, the word for essence is etzem, E-T-Z-E-M. And therefore, when Hasidus wants to conjugate the word for etzem as the essence of God, Hasidus refers to God as Atzmas. For Atzmas, the word God exists just as He is, standing alone to Himself. On the level of Atzmas, there's nothing else but Him. Before the world was created, Atzmas was emanating spiritually as an ever-pervading, infinitely expansive, all-encompassing emanation. And there's no up, and there's no down, there's no right, no left, for all was one. However, after the world was created, Atzmas is still emanating, but no longer emanating spiritually, but rather physically, within the very physicality of the world itself, as a godly force propelling everything to be. Should you tap into that force, then everything in this world that's up, and everything that's down, everything to the right, to the left, you, me, people, places, things, will all come together as one. Then all the isolated fragments of your life will come together as one, and all success will come. In order to tap into this force, you'd have to tap into the essence, into your essence. For it's in your essence where you exist just as you are, standing alone to yourself, engulfed in a godly force that's propelling you to be you. And there's nothing else. And that feeling of nothing else, being propelled to be you as you are, and there's nothing else, is the concept that we realize that Hashem's recreating the world each and every second, and only the second exists, and there's nothing else. There's no worries, no past, no future, nothing.